Welcome back, everybody. Jose Guzman here with Guzman Boers.com. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about how to DNA process your Boer goats. So we're going to walk you through the steps of getting the files, how to actually collect the follicles, and how to send them out to get processed. Before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below with any type of questions that you might have. All right. So first things first is you do have to be a Boer goat member. So you're going to end up going to abga.org. And once you're there, you're going to hit on the tab that says Member Services. Once you click on that tab, you'll see that Request DNA Testing pops up. Go ahead and select that button there. Once you select it, it'll take you down to the main form. So on this form, it'll tell you the prices. If you are a member, it'll be $35 an animal. If you are not a member, it'll be $40 per animal. Which essentially isn't too bad, especially when you consider the prices of everything else. So briefly here, that kind of tells you the instructions. So it's very simple. I'll talk about these instructions a little bit further on. And also on this form, it kind of briefly discusses how much time it'll take, as well as why people decide to get their goats DNA tested. So if you keep scrolling down, it'll actually tell you the three main reasons. First one is it identifies the specific genetic markers associated with your goat. It allows for parent verification. It will show up on your goat's registration papers, and it will allow you to show your goat's parentage. Show your parentage has been verified. So the reason I'm doing is in case in the future I need to confirm a buck was the sire to one of my kids. It's a quick, easy way to do it. So once you click on the button, that you can either do the paper version or you can do the online version. I went ahead and hit the online version. It'll ask you for information, name, address, things like that. Once you hit next, it'll ask you for the information of the specific goat that you want to get DNA tested. So the goat does need to be registered first. Part of the information that they ask you here is the registration information. So like date of birth, registration number, ear tags, things of that sort. Once you process all of that information, pay the fee, you'll instantly get an email that says the DNA request has been received and that you'll receive further instructions within the next couple of days. And usually, for me, it took me about 3 to 4 days, not including the weekend. So I think I submitted the request on a Friday, and I think I got this email on a Wednesday. But essentially, once you get that information or that email from the actual testing center, they'll send you this form kind of giving you instructions, and they'll also give you a form that you need to submit with that information. So that second form will look something like this. I blurred out some of the confidential information, but essentially you're gonna get Boer goat hair samples, put them in an envelope, and you're gonna attach that envelope to this form. And at the very top of this form, there are specific instructions that you need to find. So I believe there's 8 instructions. If we look closely up at that top form, you can see that the first one is, please do not write on this form. Contact the registry for any corrections. Number 2, thoroughly wash your hands, dry your hands. 3, sample cores, long hair from your chest, rump, or tail. 4, do not cut. Do not cut 20 to 40 hair strands total. Number 5, hair sample should be placed in a regular letter 4x9. 6, attach your hair sample envelope to the bottom of this page as indicated in the shaded box. 7, place in legal business size envelope and mail to the address below. 8, if mailing from outside of the U.S., a current import permit must accompany the sample. So as you can see, the process itself isn't too complicated. It is pretty straightforward. Get the sample, put in an envelope, put the envelope with this page, put it in another envelope, and mail that to the lab, which the address is right there on the screen. So getting the actual hair samples is fairly easy depending on how easy your buck is. So I want to get my main buck, Mooney. I want to get him sampled. So the next clip you're going to see is going to be a GoPro footage of the day that I collected my sample. It's not the best footage. It's not the best GoPro. And the angle isn't the best. But I do want to show you guys exactly how I did it. You guys can see how simple it is. And with that, I'll go ahead and end the voiceover portion of it. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of this clip. And don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this. Appreciate it. All right, so we're out here on the GoPro. Everyone expects to be fed, but I think it's best that I don't feed them while I try to do what I need to do. So the items I have an envelope, I have a brush, and I have some pliers. I'm not gonna see. That's dusty out here. So like I said, I got an envelope, got a brush, needle nose pliers. Hopefully I can see that I'm on the GoPro. I'm trying to get some DNA out of Mooney so I can send it to the lab. He is currently breeding does, so I don't want to get anything from his chest. So usually you want to either get from the chest, from the rump, or from the tail. If you guys are familiar with goats, usually when they go in a rut or they get into heat, they tend to pee on their head quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush, nice and it's a bristle brush, just to clean the area. I'm going to avoid the chest area just because I don't want to get any fecal matter or any urine, and I'm just going to brush a little bit from the side. Luckily he's very gentle, so I feel very confident in being able to do this myself. So but I actually think I'm going to pull from his tail, so you want to pull, I think the term is like these ones here. They're very broad, or they're very thick, so you want to do thick hair. I don't think I'll be able to brush that out, so I'm just gonna go with the pliers and see how many I can pull out. Typically you want to pull out, I think the requirement is 20 to 30 hair, and the way you pull it is you're supposed to be pulling down to make sure you get some of that DNA on there. So I'm gonna grab this little handful here. He's probably not gonna like it. Actually, let me go half of that, because that's a good amount of hair. It's probably gonna hurt him. So I'm gonna grab this much. He's doing all right, you know, he's very friendly, getting me all Boer goat smell or Billy smell. But go ahead, I'm just gonna yank down, and you can see I got a good amount. You can see there's some of that white strips up top. That's exactly what you want. That DNA is gonna be on those white follicles. So I don't want to contaminate none of this. Go ahead, put it straight in here. That's probably going to be about 20 or so. It's probably good enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more. I don't want to have to take more samples. So like I said, Mooney's very friendly, so try to snuggle him up a little bit more. Let him to get pretty friendly with me. Grab another hair sample. You see, he knows already. So try one more time. Pat him down a little bit. He likes it. It's all right, Mooney. You're all right, boy. You're all right. Try to get through. Get one more good sample. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right, my boy. I got a nice little sample there. Come down, yank down, and that'll be more than enough. Put it in the envelope. Seal it up. And actually, I'm probably gonna seal it up right now. I don't want to risk anything getting into it. You can see the goats are very friendly right now. And you can see there's that white follicle down in there, and that'll be more than enough to get the job done. Peel the sticker off, seal it up, put his registration number. So if you guys aren't familiar, goats have an ear tag. So he has his ear tag on there, and he has a registration numbers tatted up on his ears. Goat tattoos are not that good, honestly. You won't be able to see them too much, but that's it. There we go. We'll get this in the mail, get it sent out, and we should be good. Double check the camera, make sure we're recorded. Good to go. So hopefully you guys saw that. So.